The journey to Napa began when our son decided to move to Northern California. When we would come up and visit him during the week, on the weekends, we would come and visit in Napa Valley. We ended up buying this place, fixing it, and we had grapes that were ready to be harvested. When we hired some specialists to help us vinify the wine, we got a phone call from the consultants, winemaker, and a wine writer, and they told us you can't sell the grapes. Not because the grapes were bad, but because they were actually so good, they said you're going to be making wine.
We did it. We hired a winemaker, which is still our current winemaker, Woody Zudima. We made a few bottles of wines, and we invited all the who and who that we knew in Napa Valley, all these experts, and they told us, you guys on a roller coaster ride, you better tighten your belt. This is fabulous. This wine is great. And we said, oh my God, we are now in the wine business. So that was the start. There was an experiment that went very good.
Well, the rest is history.
Shadybrook Estate was born by David and Alice Alcosser in 2010. They bought their first 25-acre property in Coombsville, Napa Valley, and it is planted to 15 acres of vines to all 5 premier Bordeaux varietals. In 2016, they purchased Rap Ranch Estate, which is an historic quarter horse and cutter farm, and it's planted to 12 acres of premier Cabernet Sauvignon, as well as a full state-of-the-art winery and tasting terrace. At the winery, we showcase both wines to the customers that we are able to see on our terrace.
Artistically making wine, for me, has a couple different meanings. I like to think that I have a style that fits California, that fits the vineyards that we are using to make our wines, a style that is not an attempt to be anything other than a local style. I believe in healthy soils, very fertile soils, happy plants that are grown in balance. To really fine-tune the science through that agriculture is going to make the actual craft of making wine much more honest and real.
Se hace desde un principio cuando se planta la planta por primera vez. Entonces, de allí tenemos que tener el cuidado para una planta.
What I love about winemaking is that every year presents a brand new set of everything. It really is my duty as an artist to show every year how every year changes from vintage to vintage, to not have a recipe, but to bring out the best of every vintage, whether it's hot, cold, light crop, heavy crop, windy, rainy. All of those should show up in the bottle. And that unknown for winemaking is fantastic.
Ooh, I got, wow, beautiful color, beautiful. The aroma, it's inviting you, it is inviting you.
It's very interesting working with your spouse, especially if you've been married 38 years. We know each other's strengths and we know each other's weaknesses. And we are able to complement each other. And actually, it's quite fun and exciting. What I like the most about wine is that it brings people together.
The most exciting thing for me about wine is when you do pair it with food.
I also love that wine is shared as something to enjoy. You can't be mad when you have a glass of wine in hand.
You cannot run a successful operation without a successful team. I consider Shadybrook team more than just the winery team. I'm talking about the vineyard team, I'm talking about the winery team, I'm talking about the equestrian team, I'm talking about the marketing team. So the entire team is amazing.
Our team here is fantastic. We call each other the family you get to choose because we are all here because we want to be here.
Y a mí lo que me gusta trabajar para este rancho, pues porque todos ponemos nuestro granito de arena para hacer un buen vino.
We have won some awards with our wines. As we appreciate those awards, we get much more awards from every customer that comes through here, and we see the smile on their face.
We are excited about our growth and about having the opportunity to bring others to come see us and share our special piece of Napa Valley.